Hi everyone, my name is Megan Breckenridge and I would like to share a story with you today. Everyone always tells you to listen to your parents, right? And maybe now as a teenager we don't really always want to listen to them. Well, here's a lesson I learned and this is where it starts. I was born and raised in California, and every summer we would have a week's vacation at the beach at Huntington. Well, my mom would always tell me to keep putting sunscreen on throughout the day. Sometimes I would, and sometimes I wouldn't, but it never really affected me because I was always so tan from constantly being outside in the sun anyway, even at my house. Well, that all changed when I moved here to Sequim, Washington. I spent a lot more time indoors here. It was a big change going from California to Washington. I went from swimming outside every day to almost never swimming at all. I played more indoor sports like volleyball and basketball, and I hardly rode my bike or skateboard like I used to. A whole year had gone by now, and living here, it was time for our annual beach trip, which was still in California. I was so excited to go back to California and spend time with my friends and family. We finally get down there after a long drive, and we set up our camp for the first day. I was so happy I immediately threw my bathing suit on and ran straight for the water to jump in. But right before I left, my mom stopped me and told me to put sunscreen on, otherwise I would burn. I pushed her aside and said, "It's okay, remember how tan I get? I will never burn." As I ran by her, I heard her say under her breath, "Yes, you will." But being the teenager that I am, I just rolled my eyes and kept on running and never looked back. Several hours passed and I finally hiked back up to our camping spot to take a shower. I get in, turn the water on, and as it hits my body, it starts to sing, and that's when I realize I am completely burnt head to toe. I couldn't believe my mom was right. I thought for sure I would just tan like I normally did. I get back to camp, and she just looks at me and says, "I told you so. I guess you should have listened to your mother, huh? A year in Washington turned you pale white and your skin wasn't ready." Needless to say, I spent the next 6 days miserably burnt at the beach. Could barely sleep. It was not fun to stand in the sun, and the water just made it worse. I hope this story will help teach you to learn to trust your parents. They are older, wiser, and have many more experiences, whether you like it or not. Even if you're in a different situation than me, and maybe it's one where you need to ask a question, your parents should be the first ones to come to mind. Now, right about now, you might be thinking, wow, this girl is really just now figuring out she needs to listen to your parents. Well, no, but this is a situation where I always look back when I thought I was right and my mom thought something else. It taught me that although I think I know everything, my mom will always know more. Thank you for watching.